Hello. Welcome back to our new episode of Saving Private Lions. I am Zai.
And I'm Dean.
What's going on with the interest rates today? Okay, first question. How does it affect sellers?
For sellers, now is a good time to review back what's your current interest rate. Should you refinance or not yet? Should you reprice your interest rate or not yet? Because currently the interest rate creeping up because of the Federal Reserve in US has increased the tax rate. So our mortgage in Singapore follow closely the US market. So the interest rate in Singapore also has increased since early January. Zai, so how does it affect the buyers?
Thanks, Dean, for explaining. Okay, the question that you asked me, how does it affect buyers? Actually, it affects sellers and it also affects buyers. In my opinion, it affects everyone, especially to buy a property today. It's actually quite uncertain, and this is actually not something new. Back then, of course, interest rate was much higher. So for buyers, how they affect is basically based on the package that you are taking. For buyers who are conservative, most of the time they will actually take a package that has a fixed rate. What affects is based on the principal amount that is actually being paid to finance the property. So of course, back then when the interest rate is lower, you pay higher to the principal. But right now, depending on the interest rate that they are taking, they are paying more to the interest as compared to the principal. I would say that this is actually not something very new. Do you agree?
Prior to Lehman Brothers crisis before 2008, the interest rate is way higher than today. It's hovering around 4% plus. We've been enjoying low interest rate since financial crisis in 2008-2009. The interest rate has dropped all the way to near to 0%. The interest rate is hovering about 1% until recently. Before COVID, the interest rate has creep up to 2.8+%. Because of COVID pandemic, the interest rate has fallen back. Only recently, because of the inflation, the US Federal Reserve has increased back the interest rate. So now the interest rate has gone up back to around 2% plus. For the home buyers, you have to be more prudent. Don't over leverage. Do calculation. Do your numbers. Ensure there's a reserve funds. Let's say currently, if you are taking the interest rate based on 2.65%, 2.75%, let's say if the interest rate increase to 3.5%, are you comfortable with that? If the interest increase another additional 1%, let's say 4.5%, are you comfortable with it? Do your due diligence. Be prudent in taking the loans. Don't stretch yourself too much about that.
What Dane mentioned was actually very spot on. We need to ensure financial prudence. But of course, if you are not sure, you are not clear, you can always reach us.